Hey guys, this is Wildfire Rose Duelist bringing you in a special blog, or I guess you can say. Um, oh god, yeah, I know it's 1:48 in the morning. I am a little tired, and yes, I do have a beard, but that's not the point. Um, so I want to talk to you about my blogs and how my videos kind of affected a lot of people, which is not a good thing. So, I'm just going to come out with what I say about honesty. So, I know you guys probably hear me, like, preaching a lot about how pros are just, all of them are just, like, dumb and, idiots and douchebags. When actually, I'm the one who is, wrong about all of them. You see, not all of them are douchebags and cockies. Some of them can be really very nice. And after talking to my friend a couple of days ago, I've actually realized that, the cockiness will never go away, and Konami's the one who's really fucked up on all and everything on the price thing, but, it is what the fuck it is. The Duelists themselves, they're all not as bad as I assume they are. I've only been to two places that I've seen Duelists normally, or three. There was a couple card shops, my card shop, another one in zone, and regionals. And some of them don't really seem too bad, but then again, I can't tell from a person's heart still. But to be very honest, I'm the one who's been very judgmental and never gave people a chance. I don't know if people at the time were trying to be like my friend, but I gave them the wrong impression. Because I assume I have this such hatred for pros of Yu-Gi-Oh! Because I feel like I'm not good enough, for anybody like that. And, I'm going to actually, flat out say this. I don't hate pro duelists. I don't really hate them. I particularly don't like the, scuffs and the douchebag ones, but, there are some good ones out there. To be very honest, I envy a lot of people who are better than me. Growing up, I've had this inferior complex about me being not good enough for anybody. Or be good enough to, be a friend with. I was very wrong about people today because of my personal beliefs and my personal problems. I should have never preached about, meta decks are wrong, because, it is true. Meta decks are actually conquering Yu-Gi-Oh! But I may not like it, but, it's something I have to deal with. I have to kind of get used to it. Because it's never going to go away. It's never going to, change. And even though there are some douchebag duelists out there, there are actually some real good ones. Some real nice ones. I guess, but that's what I meant. Like, I'm very jealous and very envy towards the pro duelists, even Yugi-tubers. Because I always wanted to be just like them. Like, feeling that glory and feeling that praise about how good of a job I can do. I don't know how you guys, and this is going to go out to all the Yugi-tubers and, pro duelists, that for me, I feel like I'm not actually good enough for this game. Because, this game has changed so much ever since 2000. It's no longer the old school ways. There are some people out there who might play old school decks, but I've seen just a lot of, Chaos Dragons and Insectors, and I don't know how to overcome that. And you guys see my deck profiles, like, my only three decks I've now been lately using is Lightsworns, Lavels, and Black Rose. And I know you guys don't think that's ever good enough decks, but, we can't honestly actually tell. We can't tell what deck's good anymore or not, because, everyone's running the same thing. There's some truth behind this too. Like, I wish there was some originality in the game, but it's not going to change. There are some duelists out there who are taking the advantage of a lot of people, and their generosity and their kindness and, all that stuff. I felt like, even with my friends at Yu-Gi-Oh! Even with my friends at the card shop, I felt inferior towards them. because they've all been to YCS. They've all been to a lot more regionals than I have, and I've never stuck around enough to play tournaments. I mean, I try every every 2 rounds or 3 rounds, but then I have to go home because my living situation now is a lot more different than last year. I had this charisma and this happiness to actually be with my friends and actually experience regionals for the very first time. So I felt like I shouldn't. I felt there's a part of me that felt inferior even to my friends. I know that sounds kind of dumb, but it is what it is. And yes, I know I do seem a lot more tired than I usually are. I don't proclaim myself as a Yugi tuber at all. I'm considering myself, just a blogger who blogs about and rants about anything. But this is a Yugi channel, and, I'm not a Yugi tuber. I mean, you guys can call me anything you guys want. I mean, if you guys feel like I'm a noob, then that's your own opinion, because I'm not trying to really impress. Well, okay, I'm just gonna stop right there because that's a contradiction right there. I am trying to be something in this game. I'm trying to make a name for myself, and I'm trying to see if I can make some friends in this game. I've made a few, male and female, and I've just felt like, I'm not good enough competition. I mean, I'm just so... Lately, I found out I've lately been beaten a lot. And at regionals, a couple of regionals back, I was 63rd place in regionals. So I'm not entirely sure what rank I am in this last regionals. Because, my friend didn't want to stay around too long. I guess he got upset. Which is totally normal. I mean, you've seen a lot of people who are bitching and complaining because they lost or, the other person won. I've learned that, if I lose or win, it's still going to be fun to me because that's what the game is really all about. It's about just being yourself. If you lose, you lose. You win, you win. But if you felt a success in anything, you don't have to really prove yourself to anybody, but just to yourself. Because the more important rule is, if you have no respect for yourself inside here, then no one's going to respect you. They're going to see you as another douchebag from, off the streets. I know. I know, I know. I know you're probably going to think about this, what the hell is this guy thinking again? Again, was it random moments, or... I don't know how you guys are going to think, or thoughts. And that's why I'm just going to probably say, if you guys have any comments as to what I'm trying to say, and if you guys agree to this or don't agree, I just want to hear it. And you guys know how to, just go down at the comment boxes and just comment about it. I'm just speaking honesty here because, I've quit playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Since 2009. And because there was no one there for me to play, there was no one for me to help me get better, except for, 1 or 2 people. But the truth is, I really, really don't know anymore. My friend was able to help me out getting, regionals started, and, make me feel like I'm very wanted with people. And I feel like with that achievement, I can do this. I've always believed that I can do this, and shouldn't be a problem, but the truth is, you don't know how people are going to react towards you. And for me being, to some people I'm a transgender, transvestite or trans, I guess you guys don't know what you guys can call it. They look at me as in a very different way. They're thinking this kid's not good enough because of the way he dress. I just seen a lot of people, judge a lot, and I'm the one that says that because, I too judge a lot. I mean, who knows? Maybe I just didn't see this the right way. I have not seen this the right way. Even there as a pro duelist, if they seen you try your best, they gave you that respect. But over the past few times, since I've ever dueled anybody, I just seen him as another player and another obstacle. And I guess I became such a stubborn ass that I never gave people chances of trying to talk to me or be my friend. I mean, what I've noticed when I went to the card shop now is that there are some people out there, there, people there, who asked me about my binder. I know it's kind of weird. I mean, it's been like a while since I felt that again because, you know, a while back I did have 2 good binders. And they got stolen. So I felt like I had this inferiority complex to start from scratch again. Which I had to because, you know, people are starting to grow more and I felt so shitty about it and, you know, it took me a kind of while to get to renew my Black Rose deck because that's all I've ever had. That's the one thing those guys didn't take from me is my own deck. I felt really, really bad by putting my cards into the wrong people. And now they're gone, but now I have new cards and a new binder to trade in, so I'm not entirely upset with it, but I wish I could have been more smarter. So, with that being said and done, I'm going to actually close this by saying, you know, I'm sorry for making you guys think that I hate all pro duelists, which actually I don't. I just envy a lot of them because I don't know how to react towards Yu-Gi-Oh! Anymore because, you know, life's changing and my friends are changing and even I'm changing. So, I guess this is kind of a sign for me to actually grow up and think about the bigger picture than, you know, what I'm thinking. Usually that never happens because, you know, I am a very stubborn bitch. But I guess the rule is if you actually respect yourself, others will respect you. If you respect them, they'll respect you back. It's all about respect in this game. And trust and friendship. And, you know, complete awesomeness. I don't know if further probably like comment about this after I said that, but because he actually says he's awesome. But we all know he's awesome. I wish you can learn to tone it down a little bit because, you know, it is a joke. He got that from an abridged series. I don't know which one, but I guess Jaden says it, so. I guess I should learn, you know, to be a part of what people do. You know, get to know people and see for myself if they're good or bad. And I should never judge them based on a card. So I'm actually going to say this in closing again, that you guys may call me a noob all you want. You guys may think of me as a noob because it is sometimes, it's true. I am a noob on some things. Like, there's new rules, new cards, and there's a lot for me to learn. But to me, this is a game that can teach you a lot about yourself and about others. So, this is me closing to saying, like, this is the honest thing about Bryce, me. And I hope you guys can either forgive me for being such a stubborn jackass and, you know, being such a big hypocrite about a lot of this. Anyways, thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you for being my subscribers, and thank you guys for letting me subscribe to you, because I can learn probably a lot from you. So, with that being said and done, I'm gonna go. You guys have a good night, or a good morning, or where you guys are in the world, and I'll talk to you guys later probably. So, you guys remember, rate, like, dislike, comment, etc. And if you guys have any questions for me to answer, or, you know, for you guys to ask me and I'll answer, just go ahead and leave them at the comment box. So, I'll say goodnight right now. And again, this is Wildfire Rose Duelist, and talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.